Welcome back to Beers and Breakevens, heading into grand final week. Fuck, it feels good, Timmy, to be doing a grand final show for SuperCoach. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, different, isn't it? But like we've got all this buzz and all this vibe at grand final, and we get a bit of a SuperCoach cherry on top of it.
I like it. I'm a big fan.
I love SuperCoach finals because it's a real you get so invested in the classic season, the regular season, and it takes so much out of you mentally. It's just like a free swing and a bit of fun. I'm like, I want to do well because I'm competitive, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, like in the normal season, you put so much into it and so much strategy and thought over that the whole entire season that, you know, a top 1,000 finish is a big achievement. In this, I'm just like, well, if I don't come first, I don't care if I'm second or 50,000th.
Yeah, it's a bit of balls to the wall kind of stuff. Yeah, I agree with you. I'll tell you one thing that I've really enjoyed, mate, and I know I'll be on an island on my own here, but obviously, like when I play draft, I love captains leagues and all that sort of stuff. I love this ×2 and ×3. I reckon it's hectic. Yeah. I know a lot of people wouldn't want to do it every single week, but fuck, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, look, not an island that I'm ever going to visit, mate, and I love an island as much as the next bloke, but...
Well, it's a nudist island, so you're in luck. Good to avoid it.
But, look, for what it's worth, I see like SuperCoach finals, again, as like just a bonus part of the season to have a bit of fun with. So for that sense... Yeah, I don't mind it.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind them introducing for the regular season. Maybe you have, similar to how you have boosts each year, maybe you have a ×2 or a ×3 captain that you can use once or twice a year.
That I could get around. I don't mind little additions like that if it's like a one-off week. I think a 1 week triple captaincy play is really cool. Fantasy Premier League do it.
Mad.
And there's 1 week a year where you can this is the best matchup, I'm doing it now. I think that's cool. I actually quite like that addition. Hectic. Yeah.
I'd be so into that. That'd be mad. The strategy behind when you use it. And
you just know there'd be a week around round 8 or 9 where there's just this dead nervous matchup, top v bottom, top averaging player in SuperCoach against the team who's conceded 50 points the first 2 weeks, and everyone's doing it. You're going, do we go against it this week or do we risk ending our season?
I think that'd be really cool. I know that SuperCoach listens to this show. I think it is something they should take into consideration.
Yeah. Just 1 week. Anyway, and if SuperCoach try and do triple captains and double VCs for an entire season next year, I'm boycotting, I'm protesting.
How do you feel about that one, Matty? You like the idea of it? I didn't think you did. It's good to have Matty on, replacing Kat. We're suggesting that you have a triple captain option once a year during SuperCoach that you use.
And sorry. This mic. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out the mic.
I remember the first time I produced a podcast.
Wow, I'll go up and leave it.
Please don't leave us.
So do you get to choose?
We need you so bad.
So do you get to choose when you do it, or does everyone have the same round?
No, you get to choose when.
100%.
It's a token you use at some point.
That is hectic.
Yeah,
100% you use that.
I'd even be into it if you had a ×3 and a ×2 that you have to use throughout the year. I reckon that'd be mad. You just have to pick your moments when the best time comes. Go for it.
What do you mean a ×2?
Like if you had a you had a boost that is a ×3 and you had a boost that's a ×2 captaincy and you had to pick twice throughout the season to use them. And if you feel
the ×2 for the VC?
No, just for a captaincy. So if you had a ×2 captain and a ×3 captain, you can use them at any point you want. And if you think you have found the juggernaut to go for, you can put both of your tokens on them and get a ×5.
Sorry if I've... Okay, so that's different. I'm like, it's ×2 captain already.
Oh, sorry, ×3 or ×4, whatever it is. Yeah, that was really stupid of me. A ×3 or maybe even a bigger one. The more I think about it, the less it makes sense. So shout out to Matty for not having the most confusing 30 seconds of this podcast.
So you're saying that there should be a round each season where we can go double captain?
Fuck you. I think there's something in it. I think it is something that should be considered by the SuperCoach gods.
What about in like head-to-head and stuff? Like would they have to like scrap it just for head-to-head games?
That's a problem that I didn't think about. Also, you would be used like there'd be people that would just try and snipe it or try and win weeks with it. And
yeah, look, I mean, we thought of it literally as the show started, so I haven't put too much thought into it.
And we're not great at thinking for what it's worth.
Especially not after 31 weeks of it plus preseason. So
there's something in it, though.
There is
something in it. Maybe it is what you said. Maybe it's like 1 week a year where you are allowed to have a triple or a time and everyone has to do it. I don't know, guys. I don't fucking know. But I think it's worth considering. Let's get stuck into the show. Obviously, guys, brought to you by Lontel for season 2025. Shout out to them doing fantastic things. They're in the CBA Centre of Excellence. They're at my home. They're at Timmy's home. They're at Bloke. They are everywhere. Doing great things. Kempy's gaming with them. The neckbeard is in full fucking flow. I don't think we're the favourites anymore. I think Kempy's snuck in there, and I think he's the main guy now. Because he's a fucking nerd, and it kills me.
Yeah, I know. The only thing we've got is that Andrew's a diehard Raider, the big doggy at Lontel.
Yes.
So that helps, but that's about all we've got because gaming's sort of overtaken us.
Well, I tried to get in there. I offered to play a bit of Crash Bandicoot. He wasn't overly interested.
Imagine playing.
That's the best I can offer.
Imagine playing Crash Bandicoot 1 at the speed of Lontel. Crash would be on.
Crash would be in all sorts.
Crash would be on pingers.
Jeez, I just look at things on CTR Racing. How good. But shout out to Lontel doing great things. The link is still down below in the description if you'd like to join up. One of my best mates joined up this week, actually. He's flying. I haven't seen him since. He's enjoying himself. Let's get stuck into the week that is. Look, when it comes to team list, guys, nothing's really changed.
Yeah.
Pat Carrigan, he comes in at lock for the Brisbane Broncos. Ben Tulty, very hard done by. He drops out of the side.
If you had Ben Tulty in your team, change it.
Soul crushing. Yep. Absolutely soul crushing. So if you're watching out there, Ben, probably take yourself out.
Yeah.
That was a joke that he's the anyway. Shout out to Ben Tulsey. Very, very tough going for him. But that's really it for Team List Tuesday. There's nothing else to touch on there. What do you want to do here, mate? Do you want to go position by position?
Yeah,
how do you want to go about this?
Let's just go through who we've got in each slot.
All right, let's start at hooker. Now, shout out to SuperCoach. They are always on their toes, and they've reacted this week. Ben Hunt's been given dual position 5'8" hooker. Isn't it good to see SuperCoach just eyeball something and go, bang, decision that needs to be made, we're going for it for the better of the game.
That's eyes up super coaching.
It's very eyes up super coaching.
It'd be bedlam if it was normal season, but for them to do it in finals where it's like you get a clean slate, do what you want, really.
Yeah.
And in a week where, like, if Ben Hunt wasn't an option at hooker, like, it was 100% Harry Grant. He could play 15 minutes and he'd probably top the position. But now they've added Ben Hunt to it, rightly so. It just gives a bit of a different option.
Yeah, I completely agree. And all you little pricks out there next year, they're going to go, oh, change it every single week because I know you can now. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just
shut up. It's not broken. We don't need to fix it. It's good.
Comparing NRL to NFL.
Yeah.
It's different sport.
Ridiculous. Beat it. Hooker. I think the vast majority of people are going to go Harry Grant, which I think is a great option. He might be the second best hooker of all time, Harry Grant. I'm going to go with the narrative hero, Benny Hunt. Playing 5'8", moving to hooker. I'm going to go a little bit different. When I've gone pottish this year, it has just burned me into the core of the earth, but I'm going to do it again this game. I'm going to go a little bit different, go Benny Hunt. I think there'll be a fair bit of points scored in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Hunt gets his DNA on a few of them. So Ben Hunt for me. What are you doing?
You've got Grant over Smith as the best hooker of all time.
No, second best.
Also, Glenn Buttress won.
It's not bad from you.
Thanks, mate. End of season, but still got a little bit in there. I mean, Harry Grant.
God, I thought that was going in a different direction. Anyway, I'm glad you took it where you did. That was good gear.
That's right, mate. Harry Grant.
Travis Waddell just kicked his cat, by the way.
Well, I was like, there was a bit of a section there. I was tossing up between Adam Perry and Glenn Buttress, and I said, I've got to go Canberra. So apologies to Adam Perry for not getting a shout out there originally. But yeah, I mean, I think Harry Grant win. I mean, I'm not confident Melbourne win. I've got to lean to them to win the game. I think if they do, it's going to be Harry Grant's Clive Churchill medal. So he's the man I'm going to be cheering on Sunday. If in all corners, yeah, I'm going Harry Grant.
Yep. Can't push back against it. You want to chuck in any thoughts here, Matthew, or are you?
No. Well, I do, but I have no more thoughts to add because I didn't even think. Yeah. Harry Grant. He scored the first try in the grand final last year. He's Harry Grant. He could win the Clive.
Yeah. I think Harry Grant is the play, but I'm just going a little bit pottish with
I'll be getting weird in some positions.
You don't think that's the one to do it?
I've got Ben Hunt at 5'8".
Ooh,
instead of
okay,
Cameron
good.
Munster.
All right. Well, spoiler. Everyone sit down. All right, front row forward. We have got Payne. I've got Payne Haas in mine. I will probably chuck a VC on the guy. I think he goes for enormous minutes in this game. I don't think the Broncos have any choice. I think this one's a no-brainer for me. You can't really go elsewhere. What are you thinking?
I do. I've currently got Payne Haas at front row. I'm kind of keen on Stefano. Like, I wanted to put him in my flex, but because you can only pick 4 from each team, I couldn't wrangle it at the moment. But Stefano's numbers from the first 2 finals weeks were outstanding. So first week against the Dogs, he scored 90 in 54 minutes. He had 32 tackles, 9 tackle busts, 4 offloads, and 17 runs, which is elite. Week 3 against the Sharkies, 61 points, but he had 24 tackles, 4 tackle busts, 2 offloads, 15 runs. So I actually don't mind the double front row play. Like, those numbers are immense.
Yeah, okay. I can get around it.
So I'd need to drop a Storm player from my outfit to do it, which I'm battling to do, but there is one. Well, there's 2 ways I can do it. We'll get to it.
That's the balance that I'm having a lot of difficult with.
Especially because
4 and 4 or whatever it is.
Payne Haas will be 95% owned. I don't think many will double up and go Stefano in flex. I think there's a play there, especially if you can crash over for a try. It's probably 100.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. Anything on front row forward you want to chuck in there, Matthew?
This is pretty boring, but I like Payne Haas is probably even more locked in than Harry Grant. Like, for me, like he's just 10 million steps above everyone else.
Yeah.
And he's just, when there's unlimited salary cap in your SuperCoach team, Payne Haas is literally the first guy I pick.
The pod play around Haas is just to not VC or see him, because so many people will.
That's fair. Jeez, I'd find that hard to do.
Yeah.
Have you got the VC on him at the moment, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Second row forward. This is where I'm going a little bit different, I guess. I don't know how crazy it is. He's obviously a dual position guy. Matt, as I said to Matty before in our team listing, I really like Pat Carrigan coming into this game. I think he'll play big minutes through the middle there. I kind of really like him for a Clive Churchill medal. I'm going to go with Pat Carrigan. I'm going to go a little bit different here. What are your thoughts?
I quite like it because he'll be very fresh. He hasn't played in 2 weeks. You're right, he'll play, if not 80, probably like 70, 65. And it's just a different, like that's the one that could allow me to maybe get Stefano in and have the double front row. You're going against Eli Katoa, who I've got at the moment. I just think he's going at the weaker edge of the Broncos.
Yep.
He's going to be running at Ezra Mam for a lot of this game as well, which I love. And I've got a lot will, but a Jerome Hughes, Eli Katoa double up. I've gone a bit more left field in the bottom half of my team than the top half. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we probably should have said it off the top, but I think when you're building your side this week, I think you need to make a decision of how you think this game's going to play out, because I think there's a world where it's a low-scoring game like we saw on the weekend, the Penrith game. But, mate, I also think there's a world where this could be 30-28.
I agree.
With both their edges, I think you've got to make your decision how you think it's going to play out and pick your team accordingly.
I think you've got 2 gun-attacking teams who are decent defensively. I think the attack outweighs the defence.
I agree with you. Yep.
Yeah, so I think we could see some points.
Yep. All right, let's move into the halves. As it stands right now, I have got Jerome Hughes at halfback. I've got Cam Munster at 5'8". I've obviously got Ben Hunt in my hooker spot, so I got Hughesy and Munster there. Adam Reynolds, he can just be so up and down in SuperCoach, scoring a lot of the great things he'll do in this game. Probably won't get points for realistically, so I just find it hard to go past Hughesy and Munster.
I've got Hughes and Ben Hunt there.
Yeah,
I think Hunt's got a good role, right? Like on the left edge, which the Broncos score the vast majority of their points down, he'll spend a decent chunk of the game at hooker. He played 80 minutes last week, but probably plays 80 again, if not 80 again, maybe 65 to 70, but that'll up his base that time in the middle as well. So if you can jag a major attacking stat on top of it, put it this way. I've said this so many times in the last month. Cam Munster is the obvious choice in the position. He's the safe pick, but you need to go different somewhere. And Ben Hunt, we know he's got the attack in him, can score well. So I've got him over Cam Munster. That being said, I do think Munster is the smarter choice. Yeah.
Now, you said you need to go somewhere a little bit different in certain spots. I'm thinking I'm going to go Cam Munster as my skipper. My times 3.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
I just think a lot of people will go for the Walshes,
Yeah.
the Pappenhausens and whatnot. I just think Munster, we always call him, big moments, big games player. It has been a couple of years since he's probably just had that unbelievable lights out, big fucking moment in a big game and big game. He was really good over the weekend. Watching him live, he was incredible. I think he would have scored, 75 SuperCoach points. So I think he was better than what that score suggests. I don't know. I've just got a feeling Munster is a big game here, and I think that, rumours are he's going to go to Perth and whatnot. I think he'll want a premiership that's really his at Melbourne before he goes. So I'm going to back in Money as my captain.
Captain's a great spot to go different.
Yes, yeah. And I just don't think he'll be all that high.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah,
Matthew?
it's funny. I think the Broncos are going to win, but I've gone with the Storm Halves.
Yeah, okay.
I'm with you. I actually have a feeling this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
And that's also why I've gone – I wanted to go Katoa. I've actually gone Ricky for second row purely because I've run out of Storm players for who I want to go later. But, yeah, I just can't – how can I possibly go past Hughes and Munster?
Yeah, I think the big wild card here is Ezra, though. He'll come in. He'll play 50-odd minutes, but he will come in when that team is a little bit tired.
Sheesh, that is wild card.
That's a huge wild card. But, I mean, if we get to the end of that grand final and Ezra Mam, who, after everything he's been through, it doesn't seem to impact his footy in any way, shape or form. He came back last week from injury. He was good. He wasn't great. I just think with another week under his belt, last time he was in a grand final, he scored 3 tries in fucking 15 minutes. He's going to be on for 3 times.
Do you guys reckon they're going to run out 1-17? Do you reckon
I think they will.
Yeah, do you reckon it's locked in that Ezra won't start?
Yeah, I think they'll run out with the same. What do you reckon?
I think they will.
I agree. I was just asking because, it was a genuine topic that Ezra could start at 5'8", especially after what he did 2 years ago in the grand final. But I think they made the right decision.
We spoke about it before in the team list show, but geez, I wouldn't hate if they just started Ezra Mam at 5'8", and maybe they just put Selwyn Cobbo on the bench and just inject him at some point.
Or just start Hunt at hooker, Packs off the bench.
I think Hunt could handle it personally, but I don't think they will. I think they'll stick with what they had last week.
It's been working for them for a while now. So
Yeah, I think if Ezra came back 3 weeks ago,
that's different.
yeah, that changes things. But yeah, I think they'll go with what works. So we've got the Melbourne Storm halves.
Yep.
You've got Hughesy and Benny Hunt at 5'8".
Yep.
Like it. CTWs. What are you looking at here, Timbo?
I mean, this is the wide open slot. It is every week at finals, but you could go any of them really. Here's my first question. Who do you think people are going to go to?
I think people will go to, Coates. Be the one people will go to.
I've gone Shibasaki.
I've gone Warbrick. What have you gone?
I've gone Stags.
Mad. I wanted Stags. I'll get to why I couldn't get Stags.
I've targeted strong and weak defensive edges or finals, and with my outside backs, that's worth a treat.
Yeah.
Shibasaki is the dominant Broncos left edge going up against the weakest Storm right edge, which is why I'm surprised you've gone to the other edge.
Yep.
Because I know you're all over that Storm weaker defensive edge too. So, yeah, I just think Shibasaki gets a great matchup. You get through plenty of work. Scores a try, he scores 70.
I think any of these CCWs could go 70 or 80.
Or 8.
All right. Yep, for sure. I just think Warbrick will probably be the lowest owned out of all of them, so I'm just sort of rolling the dice there a little bit. There isn't much more to it for me. Katoni?
Critter ran through Stags pretty much to win the grand final 2 years ago. Stags is going to be red hot up and about. He'll have that in the back of his mind. He will be on one. And he's got the hot hand at the moment, Stags. He's the best, obviously Critter and Herbie are the best centers of the year, but Stags is the guy at the moment.
Which edge will Stags cop? It'll be the
Munster edge. So Munster,
Blore,
Jack Howell.
Health.
Yeah, okay.
Better defensive edge. Not
Tell
perfect,
you what, if
but
I'm Melbourne, I am trying to really test Stags out this week. I know they usually do on the other edge where Katoa does the hit and rap. I reckon that they'll inject that with Blore at some point this week. He's been going good, Stags, but I still think defensively you can catch him.
but if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Warbrick. Just going something a little bit different. But I'm not sure if you could give me a CTW that you're going that I'd be like, no, that's a shit pick this week.
There's not much between them.
Yeah, exactly right. Fullback. Matthew, you want to do the honours here? Who are you taking?
The form player of the NRL, Reece Walsh.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
That's another one I didn't even think about, to be honest.
Yeah, you just automatic for you?
Oh, seriously. And I don't want to watch the game and not be happy when he does something cool. You know what I mean? I don't want to go against Reece Walsh.
I'm just looking at his score from last week, 89. He missed all of his goals. He set up a try in the last 10 minutes. He missed 1 or 2 40-20s by a fucking bee's dick. Like what I always say to you is Reece Walsh has to do so much to score. I didn't think he was great in that game the other day until the last 15 minutes. He scored 89.
The man can SuperCoach. I'd been calling it for about 3 years. This place going to explode one day. It was about 3 years delay, but he's finally got there.
He's got there.
You laughed at me for a long time. It's coming. It came.
He has been flying the last few weeks. He's going to be a really interesting conversation next season.
On that note, I've brushed him. I've gone Ryan Pappenhausen. Dual Clive Churchill medal winner Ryan Pappenhausen. As I said, mate, I've had another really steady last week. Last week I scored 718 or something. So my rank basically didn't budge. I'm still 5,000th, and I'm like, I'm going now for, a top 1,000 or there's not much between. So maybe if you have a flyer of a week and you nail a triple captain, whatever it might be, top 100. But I'm like, I don't care if I finish 15,000th or whatever it might be. So I'm going Pappy in and I'm giving him the captaincy.
Shit.
Yeah. Once again, of course Reece Walsh is the obvious option, but he loses the goal kicking this week, do we think?
I would assume so.
Surely. So he loses the goal kicking. You had a great chat for once in your life around on the Bloke podcast, the Storm shutting down. Where's this going to go is what you're thinking? No, I thought your discussion yesterday around the Storm shutting down players on these dominant runs, Barber, Hayne, Trebojevic, they've done it for years and years and years, and could Reece Walsh be the next one on the list? They know how to shut down star players. So I'm just thinking there's that, no goal kicking, the big stage. They said he wasn't great last week up until that ridiculous, match winner. So I actually thought Pappenhausen looked great for his 56 and was very close to a few major attacking stats. So, yeah, I've gone Pappenhausen.
I really hope you get the same response in the comments that I got to that on socials last night. Like 80% of the comments are like, Reece Walsh isn't in the same caliber as Hayne. I'm like, yes, fuckwit. I'm well aware of that.
God.
That's not what I'm saying, you morons.
You weren't saying he's having a Hayne 09,
Oh,
right?
people are like, how can you
God.
put him in this? I'm like, I'm not, you idiots. Watch the fucking clip. It's not about that.
No.
It was, you have those nights where you just get all the comments, and I was replying to them like I was going out, like I was about to lose my fingers, and I was
I'm
making
taking
the
it
best
personally, and
out
I
of
will
it.
reply to
I
every
took
one
it
of you
heaps
individually.
personally. I was like, you guys are fucking morons. But anyway, shout out to all of you. I'm sure you're tuning in. I also left Reece Walsh out. I have gone with Ryan Pappenhausen as well, which I'm going to use as a nice little segue. I rang Pappy, I welcomed him in. Then I rang Roll straight away and said, you're in my flex, boy. Saddle up, kid. I just can't leave him out.
Yeah.
So I've got him at flex. I've got Pappy and Reece Walsh. I'm going to lean into the idea that it will be a high-scoring game, and I'm going to have both of them.
Yeah. I love the play. And look, I've got Jordan Ricky sitting there, so I've gone the Ellie Katoa Jordan Ricky one, but I'm like, I know I'm trying to be different and do that, but it's like, at what point? I'm like, Ricky versus Reece Walsh. So, look, that could change to put it this way, regardless, I'm going to go all in on Pappy captaincy. So, if anything.
You're locking that in?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So that, even if Walsh comes in, but I just don't think I'm achieving anything this week by getting Walsh and giving him the VCLC. So I need to do something different, as you've done with Munster.
Yeah.
Perhaps going to be even less ownership than Munster, significantly less. Actually, he's my wild card.
I like it. Matty, the Flex Hotel in Pagewood, who you got?
Wow. I haven't been to the Rex for ages.
Oh, it hasn't changed.
Yeah. Have the prices
It never
changed?
will, no.
Oh, my God. I can't wait to go have a $4
I think there's still a picture
schnitzel.
of Steve Waugh holding a steak at the front. Just lost all relevance, but I'm here for it.
And it's got the drive-through bottle shop as well.
Oh, yeah.
What a great venue.
Cracker venue.
Well, yeah. What a venue. I don't know if it's great, but it's
a
iconic.
venue.
It's iconic.
It's a venue. I know that.
I should go back.
Have you been to the Rex Quando?
Nah.
We should go
boy.
there.
We should actually go there.
Let's do it
It's
tonight.
mad.
So I'm picking my flex for personal reasons. I got on Xavier Coates, Clive Churchill at 126-1 a few months ago. So I'm just going to put all my eggs in that Xavier Coates basket and hope he scores a hat trick. I know a winger's never won before, but Xavier Coates, I'm backing him for a hat trick. He's in my flex.
I like that. Just on the Rex too. It's going to be a real line in the sand moment for me when I walk into the Rex for the first time and see that they've got the modern day pokies. That's where I'm going to know
Oh, yeah.
that my teenage and 20s are gone. They are behind me because once that place updates, fuck it. You know, I had my 18th there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's iconic.
It is iconic.
From years 18 to 21, I lived there and South Juniors. South Juniors, every Tuesday night, they did like $8 snitties. So me and my friends would go there, get an $8 snitty, and then we'd sit in the tab and bet on the dogs.
Yeah, mad.
Those were the days.
You never a Churchill's guy?
I never got around Churchill's.
Oh, fuck, man. You're missing out.
I got
I've taken
around-
you to Churchill's, haven't I? In Kingsford? Big roundabout. Used to be a big roundabout. Doesn't ring a bell.
No.
I actually think
I don't know
you
if
guys
you'd survive over there
I think you
anyway.
guys went there after. Remember, we were all in Coogee with Denon that one time. Coogee
Yeah.
Pav.
Yeah, geez, that was a downgrade.
I think he's
Because you
went to,
paved to Churchill's.
I think he's went to Churchill's after that.
Yeah,
Going to
right.
Kendrick. What was I going to say?
Is it more real good South Sydney chat? Because I hope so. I've really enjoyed
We
the
can
last
get
5
more,
minutes.
don't worry.
I know you can.
No, I've only stumbled in there at like 3 a.m. when nothing else is open because it doesn't shut. Does
That's
it?
where it does its best work.
Yeah.
It's a good joint. Sorry, Tim. Sorry for having fucking fun for a second there. So, Flex, you are going... Coates, you are going Ricky,
got
which is
Ricky
rogue
there.
as
I've got
shit.
Ricky there
There
at the
is not a universe where we get to grand final
know.
day and Ricky's in your face. I'm
agree.
not buying that bullshit for a second.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I was trying to go Stefano, but I couldn't do it with my other Storm blokes. What I could do is pot Eli Katoa, put Ricky there, and then put Stefano there. But that's boring too.
Honestly, if on Sunday morning your house is on fire and Ricky saves your girlfriend, you still won't have him at flex. It's just not happening. There's no fucking way. There's no way you're not picking Reece Walsh there.
Yeah, you're probably right. He won't be my captain though.
Yeah, I respect that. Good. Is that us?
Yeah.
Now, over the next 2 weeks, we have got some blockbuster episodes coming your way. We're doing our season reviews where we go through our trades throughout the season. They are recorded a little bit earlier because we are overseas and whatnot, but they're absolute crackers. They're funny. There's a bit of romantic edge to it.
Bit of tension in the
serious,
air.
bit of tension. We have a few cracks at each other. There's a lot going on in there.
Talk about Guru busting Pappenhausen.
Yes. Yeah, we talk a little bit about Herbie Farmworth. Probably should have got more attention than it did, but that's fine. So big episodes coming your way over the next 2 weeks. Same time, same place. Beers and Breakevens. Doesn't get better than that. We will see you next week.